Friday, June 9th, and this is our 20th weekly vlog for 2017. Myrtle Beach, which is in South Carolina. If you've watched our vlogs, you already know that, and you're very familiar with it. We are actually going to the beach, like on the beach. I know we go to the pavilion, but we're actually going to go on the beach, and Brian will get in the water. I'm not big for swimming in the ocean. A couple of years ago, I got stung really bad by a jellyfish, and I'm still gun shy. I know I shouldn't let that keep me out, but that was a lot of pain, and it hurt for like 2 months, so I have not been back in other than to kind of wade around. But it'll definitely take you with us to the beach, and you can at least watch Brian do some body surfing tomorrow. And also, if it's open and if all works out, we're planning to go to Wahlburgers tomorrow for some burgers, or in Brian's case, maybe a fish sandwich.
Or a mushroom sandwich.
Or a mushroom sandwich. But we're going to try that out. We saw it, I'll try to link to our previous vlog where we ate at the Hard Rock Cafe. We noticed they'd opened a Wahlburgers, which we didn't know, so we're going to go try eating there. They do have gluten-free hamburger buns, so why not? And I don't know what else we're going to do this weekend. We'll just play it by ear. Good morning. It is Saturday, I think it's June 8th, and it's a beautiful, beautiful morning here at Myrtle Beach. Very, very pretty. Ooh, birdies.
Like birds.
It would have been funnier if it was a flock of seagulls.
But it's not, so I couldn't say that.
It's a flock of pigeons. So we are about to go down. One thing we do here is we come down early because not only is the sun not too strong, but they charge for parking after 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So we come on down about 7 a.m. because we're early risers anyway. We don't have to worry about sunscreen because it's early. It's kind of nice. And then we go back in before 9. Don't like the parking. Don't like to pay for parking. Yeah. We're cheap. So we're going to go down and enjoy it, and then Brian's going to get in. I'm going to watch. I'm not a big ocean swimmy kind of person. So I thought I would come down here. Brian's surfing there and look at these shells. But unfortunately, they are all mostly little tiny bits. I mean, there's some very, very small shells, but it's mostly little broken shells. But it's a gorgeous morning. There's almost no wind, which is unusual on the beach. And there's pluses and minuses to that. The plus is it looks like great body surfing waves for Brian, not too rough. The bad part is there's been bugs. The wind keeps the bugs away, and when there's no wind, the biting flies in particular like to come out. Yeah, not seeing anything to pick up. It's hard to believe with this many shells. this morning. Brian didn't stay in the water nearly as long as I expected him to because he loves that bodyboarding.
Yeah, dude.
He said he wanted to come visit with me, which is nice. We went
looking for some shells.
Yeah,
and finding
it's really lots of pieces. But it's strangely calm. He was kicking himself for not bringing the drone this weekend. He didn't bring it because in a few weeks we're going to be here for a whole week. So he didn't bring it this trip, and this would have been the perfect day because there's no wind. I mean, it's so calm. It's freakishly calm for the beach. But it is beautiful out here. So down there is the pavilion area that you've seen us film in previous vlogs. And we're down at what they call the Golden Mile, which is all houses. You can see behind us these really, really big houses. And so there's no hotels until you get down there, you know, past the Golden Mile. So it's a really nice place. It's not crowded. Like even during the holidays, it's not horribly crowded in this area. So Brian thought it would be amusing to show the size of his bodyboard, which is of course, you know, meant to fit him, and he's tall next to me. He thinks it's funny that it's almost as tall as I am. He's over here laughing.
I had a special order of that thing.
Yeah, he did, because they don't make them for really tall people.
A typical bodyboard you see around here is like probably about that, you think?
Carmen.
Yeah,
well, even mine's way nicer there than what you can just get at the regular store. If you've just got kids and you're here for a short vacation, get the cheap ones. Go to Walmart. But
Wings,
if you're
Eagles.
Yeah, if you're, well, I go to Walmart. I think Walmart has better than Wings and Eagles. But if you're going to do it on a regular basis, it's worth investing in a nice one because the bottom is much better quality. They just don't fall apart. They're nice quality, and the string that he's holding on to, those are better too. The whole setup's better.
Like my board.
Yeah, it's a nice board. We're heading into World Market. If you don't have one of these locally, they're pretty neat. They have a lot of stuff. In fact, you can get some of the snacks like you get sort of in World Showcase, like especially like Germany and some of those snacks. So they always have these boxes of beers at World Markets, and it's so funny. Every Christmas, Brian's sister gets him the beers of the world. It's actually kind of like a joke now. It's just,
I don't find it a joke.
you find it good. So here's some of the German candy that I mentioned. They've got Milka, Ritter. Ritter's pretty common, but you don't see Milka in that many places. Not in the US. So here's some things from the United Kingdom. Got some Devon custard, some Cadbury milk chocolate spread, various treats.
And no mushy peas.
And beans. Yeah, Brian was disappointed they didn't have mushy peas. Here's a small Japanese section. Asian markets have a much better, even the Asian market here in Myrtle Beach has a better selection of treats, but I like these little hamburger guys. And of course we got Pocky. Brian just got so excited he finally found mushy peas.
Score. I'm gonna get a couple cans of these.
So they have this pretty neat thing here. I know a lot of stores have it, but where you can create your own 6-pack, and they've definitely got a lot of choices, including, you know, some of these Not Your Mom's and like that Ace pineapple cider. So they've got things besides beer. Hey guys, we are at Broadway at the beach. You've seen us here many times. Sorry for the helicopters. They have helicopter tours here, which are kind of loud. But we're heading in this side. This is where the old Hard Rock used to be, that pyramid, if you've ever seen it from our past videos. And it's been replaced by Dave & Buster's, and it looks like it's probably open now. So we'll check that out after we eat at Wahlburgers. But we're gonna head over to Wahlburgers. They just opened, so we're kind of hoping to catch them maybe before it gets busy. So there's the Dave & Buster's, and Brian and I were just talking about how much better this area looks now. It looks a lot better. So
I never realized how dated it looked.
Yeah, until it got refreshed. Yeah, it looks a lot better. And there's that Hard Rock at the end that we ate at on our last trip here. And there's Wahlburgers. All right, here we go into Wahlburgers. All right, so we just sat down. We're checking out the drink menu. There's the menu. And then we just found out they have like a quick service sit-down hybrid. We're in the sit-down section, but they have other sections that you can go up to the counter over there, order your own food, and then seat yourself. So it's kind of an interesting mix. And then over here they have a full bar as well. So Brian knows there's a Wahlburgers on tap, and so he just had to get it because, you know, it's funny.
Why not? It's alright. It's kind of bitter. Maybe it's an IPA, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know what kind it is.
Wahlburgers.
That's funny. And I ended up ordering just a traditional margarita. Their specialty drinks, none of them really floated my boat, so I ordered a Patron margarita. It's funny, in the hallway to the restroom, they have all movie posters for Mark Wahlberg. It's pretty funny. And the margarita, it's not a repeat for me. It's too sweet. I don't like sweet stuff. All right, so I got the gluten-free bun. This is the, I forgot the name of it.
OFD.
OFD, originally from Dorchester. And then we're splitting some of the fries, which do come from a dedicated gluten-free fryer, which is awesome. My bun's gluten-free, and Brian knows they even have gluten-free croutons. We're not getting a salad, but that's pretty neat. And then he got the portobello mushroom sandwich. Looks good.
With the wall sauce.
With the wall sauce. Alright, so we just finished eating at Wahlburgers right behind us.
You got Wahlburgers on your head there.
I do have a Wahlburgers on my head. So, I'm going to say mine first. I want to say I super appreciate that they have gluten-free buns, gluten-free fryer for the fries. That's awesome. So, I want to say yay for that. However, I would call it just okay. I didn't have anything bad. I just didn't have anything, like right there is Hard Rock, and everything I had there was better.
Way better.
And the pricing is about the same because they kind of trick you. The pricing looks better here, but they don't include the fries with the burger. You have to pay for those separately, and they're like $4. Yeah. So it actually makes the pricing almost the same, or maybe even a little more than Hard Rock. And the drink, my margarita here, tasted like one of those mixed margaritas. You'll know what I mean, just a standard mix. Generic, and also very little alcohol in it. My margarita over there had a lot of alcohol. I'm talking about Hard Rock, and it was really fresh fruit tasting, like very fresh and tasty. What about you? How was your portobello mushroom sandwich?
It was good. I mean, it's just a mushroom sandwich, so you can't really go wrong or do anything fancy with it, so it's just average. But yeah, I think this is one and done for us. Probably,
yeah. I mean, there's a lot of other options, so I think that's going to be the hard thing for us. Also, we noticed there's tons and tons of people with small children. We're guessing because it's a burger place.
Yeah.
So it was also very loud inside, like much louder than Hard Rock, which is kind of funny. I mean, you think Hard Rock would be louder, but it was actually much louder inside of there. It feels like, even though we've never been in one, it felt like at Johnny Rockets. It did. It's just all the noise, activity, you know, people going up to the counter service. That was kind of weird too. It's an unusual setup. Yeah. So anyway, that's our opinion. We are gonna head down here back to Dave & Buster's to check it out. So here we go into Dave & Buster's, and yes, that's another couple of helicopters going by. All right, so this looks really nice on the inside. Here's the bar. And all the games are back over in this area. It's really huge. Like, this is definitely the biggest one I've been inside of. No?
I think I've seen bigger.
Oh.
I think.
Alright, so I stopped at the bar at Dave & Buster's and got a margarita. And this is I forgot what it's called, but it's got two kinds of Patron in it. It is really good. Like, really good. So it's pretty funny. We just watched Disco Liz's vlog. I'll put a link to her vlog in the show notes, where she was at MegaCon and they went to a Dave & Buster's and they were playing this game. And Brian and I were like, what? Like, trying to figure it out. I think that's the biggest version of Space Invaders I've ever seen. Buster's was definitely cool. That's a neat addition down here, something different. Yeah. and it looks like it's doing really good business, and this is early in the day, so I'm sure it gets busier as time goes on. So we're going to head to the aquarium now and see if it's crowded or not. We have annual pass. If it's crowded, we'll just take a pass on it and then walk around Broadway a little.
Yeah, Broadway's doing some business today.
They really are. It's summer season.
Oh, Deen's looks like it's open.
Oh yeah, that's true. Actually, it's behind a tree right now. We'll go by it. It looks like it's fully functional now. I don't think that's anywhere we're going to be going there.
I doubt it.
We are headed into Ripley's Aquarium. There's not huge lines at the ticket booth, so we're hoping that means it's not too crazy crowded inside yet. We shall see. We have stepped into Ripley's Aquarium at Myrtle Beach. I know a lot of you guys have already seen quite a bit of this on our videos. So here's what it looks like upstairs, and then downstairs they've got the touch pool and some pufferfish. So it doesn't look terribly crowded. It's definitely busy, but it's not packed. Heading into the shark tunnel. So we had a great time at Ripley's. We just did a really quick pass. It was not crowded, but not wide open either. So we just did a quick breeze through. It's always fun to see the fish.
Yeah, it is.
And
Love it.
Huh?
Love it.
Yeah, we both love it. So we are just gonna do a really quick, abbreviated walk around Broadway. The wind's picked up from this morning. It's pretty breezy now. Oh, so here's the Paula Deen restaurant. Looks pretty nice. I mean, as mentioned, that's not really something we'll probably be spending our money at, but it does look nice. Big restaurant.
We should walk over there and just check out the menu.
Okay. Here's a closer view of the new Paula Deen restaurant. And from what I can tell, it looks like they are open. I know it's going to be hard to read because of the glare, but here is the menu. Just from looking at it, I can tell it's not something that I would want to eat at. Here's a good view of that Ferris wheel that we rode the last time we were here. Highly recommend that. That was fun. We both really enjoyed that. This is sad. Brian just noticed they demolished the turret. Over here is Dragon's Lair Putt-Putt. There used to be a dragon right here in this turret who would come up and talk, and then fire would come out of a volcano over there, and they demolished him. That's so sad.
Poor dragon.
Do you think they're just gonna clear this and put something else?
I don't know. They could expand the course up to a third course maybe.
Now that would be smart. Because this place is super busy in the summer, this putt-putt.
Oh, you can actually see the dragon.
Aww. Poor dragon.
See that green?
Yeah, I see it. It is part of him. That is so sad. I know you guys probably can't see. My camera's going to want to focus on this fence.
And the purple, I think, was his wings.
Yes, you're right. Oh, poor dragon. So here's a different view of the putt-putt that we were just talking about from the other side. So Brian said the whole second course, which is over in here, looks like it's closed. So they must be either updating it or, like he said, maybe adding a third course. Who knows? We'll find out.
We'll find out for sure.
Wow, look at this line. We went to Ripley's Aquarium at just the perfect time. Good morning, it's Sunday, June 11th, and we are on our way back from a wonderful weekend at the beach.
It was fun.
We had a good time. This is the first time this year that he's been able to get the water. The water at Myrtle Beach is not swimmable by our standards until June. That's about when it finally hits. It's right around 76 right now. Any cooler than that, it's really hard to tolerate, for us at least. And one, also you want the air outside to be warm, so when you get out you don't freeze as well. So for this region, that's right around June. The nice thing is it really stays warm enough to swim, usually till early October though. It doesn't cool back down for quite a while. So anyway, we We had a great weekend. We had some good stuff and some okay stuff, but I like the new stuff that they're putting in at Myrtle Beach, even if we're not fans of all of it. Like Wahlburgers was not a big hit for either of us.
Flat, huh?
Yeah, it did fall flat. Well, if we hadn't just gone to Hard Rock, we might have liked it better, but Hard Rock was so much better to me. But the beach was awesome. Walking around Broadway was fun as usual. The aquarium was fun as usual. And then we had some fun relaxing. So it's been a good weekend. So I don't know what we're doing today other than I have to do a mountain of laundry. This guy does his while we're at the beach. I do not. So I've got a full week's worth of laundry to do. Otherwise, I don't know what we'll end up doing. We haven't really made any plans today. Just getting home right now is the plan. Hey guys, it is Monday. I think it's the 12th. And we actually decided this yesterday, but it was kind of late, I think, when we finally finalized it. We recorded this long segment on Saturday that I'm not going to include to avoid confusion about how we were going to take a cruise next year. And don't worry, this doesn't replace our Disney trips. I've scrounged and saved a day here and a day there and rolled them over. My company lets you roll a certain number of days over per year for the last 2 years so that I would have another full week. Brian gets more vacation than I do, so he usually has extra to burn, and I'm not able to use that week with him because I don't have it. Next year in 2018, I will have an extra week. So it's funny, you would think you'd be like, oh yay, there's all these places we want to go, and there are, but deciding between them was really tough. There were a lot of things we wanted to do. But long story short, we ended up deciding, and this may change again, hopefully not. I really am trying to hold Brian to like one decision now. But we are going to go to Las Vegas, so I'm pretty excited about that. Hey guys, so it's Thursday, which is also known as Friday Eve. It's June 15th. And this last day of this week's vlog, I did have one thing to mention. Especially if you don't follow us on Twitter, we released the trailer for our December 2016 trip where we went to Disney World on Christmas week, and the actual videos for that will start this week. By the time you see this, which is on Monday, it'll start this Wednesday. And I have to say, I love editing all our trips. It's just fun. It's fun memories. Brings back, you know, all the fun we had. I mean, short of when we get sick, like the end of that last trip when poor Brian was sick. But otherwise, it's fun to edit and remember everything. But I have to say, this Christmas week, it was one of my favorite ones to edit. And other than the fact that it looks beautiful at Christmas and there's lots of neat things going on, I can't even pinpoint why. I also think it had to do with the fact when we made this trip, we decided we were not going to try to do attractions because it's just too difficult with the crowds. I mean, you can do it, don't get me wrong. I know people who do it. But for us, we just didn't want to stress about it because we go often enough that we didn't feel pressing. So the only ride we rode this whole time is the People Mover. We didn't ride anything else because we wanted to spend time resort hopping, looking at the decorations, the gingerbread houses. We wanted to spend time taking in all the trees, doing holidays around the world at Epcot, listening to all the storytellers, taking in the food that they have there, the special food, taking in the Christmas parade and the Christmas fireworks at Magic Kingdom because they're the same ones they show at the parties. Well, the week of Christmas, and I think the week before, but don't quote me on that, I can't say that for sure, but definitely the week of Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, they were free. I mean, they're open to everyone. So those were our priorities, and you can't do everything, especially with those kinds of crowds. So I think that alone made it really special and fun. When you're trying to rush from thing to thing, I think sometimes you miss some really special moments, if I could talk. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to that. So I just wanted to talk about it a little bit. I really have enjoyed editing. I'm not quite through editing it. I'm getting towards the end, but those will be coming out every Wednesday, just like our Disney videos normally do. Also, you've heard us mention other traveling. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied. I'm tired from work. You've heard us mention other traveling besides Disney for next year. I just want to mention, if I haven't already said this week, sorry if I have, because some people expressed concerns on Twitter. We are not replacing Disney. Last year was kind of a fluke and we went 5 times in 1 year. That had to do with a couple of things. We took family last summer, which was not, we don't normally go in the summer. And also we went to the beach one less week last year so that we could do that. Then also we went that week at Christmas because I already have that week off from work. It's not vacation, it's just a holiday where our business closes. So that's not something we're gonna do every year either. So it was just one of those perfect set of circumstances where we got to go more than usual. We normally only go 2 to 3 times a year. So 5 is not gonna be normal. However, our trips are long, so we're still gonna have plenty of videos. The videos are not gonna stop. Next year I have an extra week of vacation, which I know I mentioned that. So this isn't even replacing a Disney week or a beach week. It's just an additional week that we're going to Las Vegas. So just want to let you know that the Disney videos will still continue on Wednesdays. Have no plans at this time to ever change that. I'm not saying I will never change it. Life changes over the years, you never know. But right now, the plan is still to continue having a Disney vlog every week. If we ever do get to where we're not going enough to have a Disney vlog every single week, we'll most likely have Disney tip or Disney related in some way videos. But right now, I don't see that happening. We'll see as time goes on. But I just wanted to allay any concerns that we're going to change that up. Like when we do the Vegas trip, those will come out separate just like our New York trips have, just like our beach trips, Carowinds trips, Busch Gardens trips. I always put those out on a different day. I don't replace Disney videos with them. So just wanted to mention that as well. So I'm going to go and relax now. Thanks for watching this week. If you've enjoyed, we always appreciate subscribes, likes, shares, and comments. Bye.